Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back into the CarburetorSuck.com garage. This is Dave, Mr. White LS1, and if you'll be remembering, we are working on the vintage AC installation. And the first thing that I wanted to do today was actually come out and put the LS high mount AC bracket together and make sure it's going to fit and work with my application. So a little bit more about my setup here. It is a 5.3, but I'm running an L92 water pump and a car intake. And so the reason I'm running the L92 water pump is because I'm running the car intake. So basically, you know, so that the throttle body clears it. So I want to put that bracket together, make sure I can put the compressor on there without having to change stuff, because if I have to change things, then I'm going to need this a little bit more mobile so that I can do some running around to pick up those things. So we might need to make a trip out to the wrecking yard or whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that a little bit right now. I've got this bracket and the compressor mocked up into place. Got plenty of clearance around everything. There we go, looking good. Quick bracket that they sell with the kit. So I've got that installed with the compressor mocked up. Belt is obviously needs to be longer, but I just wanted to check the alignment. Looking good. It's not having any problems with my L92 water pump or my LS1 intake. The kit does require an additional part, which would be a 2002 F-body tensioner, and I actually had one of those sitting in my toolbox from like, I don't know, 10 years ago. So what you have to do is you have to take the pulley off of it and swap it with the pulley in the kit. So then the pulley off of the tensioner actually comes up here and it's used as an idler, and then the one that they send you actually bolts down here to the tensioner. So concerned a little bit with the alignment, but once I put the belt up, it looks like it may be okay. But obviously things can be shimmed either way depending on you know, what happens. So I'll just keep an eye on it and see what's going on. But other than that, it's looking good, and I think I'm in a good spot where I can continue forward here. In addition to the L92 water pump and the LS1 intake here, is to run the truck accessories. You can see here I had to cut the bracket and this alternator and the power steering, and I ended up using this Dirty Dingo idler relocation deal. So that's all my stuff's kind of, it's all kind of different, you know. So that's why I wanted to make sure that this fit. Alright, fellow cavemen, it was really that easy to get the condenser brackets and stuff on. So basically I got everything kind of loose right now. I'm gonna snug everything up when I get it in, but just to show you, you got a bracket up top, and then there's two brackets up underneath, and then along with that is you got the dryer, and then I put my switch in, my trinary switch, and then this line, hard line, comes down to the condenser. So pretty good fitment overall. I mean, I had to just put like a little bit of, you know, a little bit of muscle on this just to kind of bend it a little bit. But beyond that, it's good to go. So now I wanted to show it to you because next up is actually installing it to the core support, which looks pretty easy. So we will see what happens. So I've got this sucker in. I got all the, like I said, brackets are loose. I got to tighten it down, but I wanted to see the fitment. And as you can see, bring you in here, it actually fits well. Front view. So we got the dryer and that action there. So you can see just how nice and easy everything fits. I'm gonna, you know, fit all the other lines just to kind of make sure we're not going to run into any issues. And then as long as that is cool, then I'll go ahead and snug everything up, and we'll go ahead and mount it. We may have run into an issue. I'll show you the instructions. That's engine view looking in, and you see I have to have my lines coming off that right side there, and there's no way it's gonna work there, as you can see. This is supposed to, you know, probably do one of those, or you know, at least one of those. I'm going to take the condenser out, and I'm going to mock it up with this original K10 core support, and if things look like they're going to work better, which I think they will, and then I'll just weld up some brackets to hold the cooling fans, and then we'll just go ahead and slap this one back in. This is on the 84 core support. You can see, I know we got good light, just that everything lines up perfect. You can see I got screws in here already. Just but yeah, so I mean, you have to drill a hole, and then this mounts, and then now I'm gonna have to run these lines. So we got the radiator sitting up in here, and I was able to just basically kind of just bend this, kind of just bend it on the brackets a little bit, and to make clearance here, and it looks like we're good to go. So I might just put a little foam or something around there just to kind of keep it from rubbing on there, but other than that, that's it. I may just notch a little bit out too, but and then as far as that line down there that hooks to the dryer, I did not have to notch anything. It fit just fine. So now that I got the radiator on here, the fitment is just good. I mean, really well done. So that's why you buy American, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and lay the fans on here and figure out how I'm gonna do my brackets, make sure they don't get in the way of anything. So I'm gonna comment a little bit more on my fan setup here. These are 98 Windstar fans, and like I said, only this one big one right here has been working. But I'm gonna go get a new motor for this one. I got them out of the wrecking yard, so I'm gonna go get a new motor for this one and get this one pumping, and it should be plenty enough to keep everything cool. I don't know, they work well, and then even this one, it's got some chipped up teeth on it from when my battery flopped over at Dumont. It chopped the frickin', I know this thing spins fast because it frickin' chopped the side of the battery off. So, but anyhow, what I've done here, and this is a pretty popular swap, is that it fits the radiator extremely well. And all I've really done is just notched it a little bit, just so it kind of sits and it doesn't really go back and forth. I had to take a little bit out here, and then I use this port, since it's a LS swap, I use this for my steam coming off the head there. But yeah, so all you really got to do is do a bracket so that this bottom piece sits in, and then something to bolt the top to. Super easy. I mean, you could even do something off the top if you wanted to hold it. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I got to figure it out. This one's a little different, but I might just do the same thing I did before. I just kind of came off and bent a bracket and just bolted it to it, but I'm gonna have to clear these lines, so I might have to do something different. But anyways, so 98 Windstar fans, they fit great and they do the job. Got my brackets mocked up here, so you can see I just kind of cut a little V in there and hit them with the file. That's about as good as my fabrication skills get, just bending some 1/8 steel. And so anyways, bent that one up, and just had a notch here a little bit on both sides just to get it to sit flat, and then I'm just going to run a bead. And then on this side, sorry about the wind, I hope it doesn't mess it up, just kind of the same, and then I just put a little, just kind of cut a little deal out of there. So pretty simple stuff. Like I said, I mean, they fit so good. I mean, it really only I've only really like worked on this for about an hour, I guess. So making a lot of noise, pissed off the wife, so she's yelling at me. But anyways, so I'm gonna get these welded up. Here's the completed brackets. I just hit them up with a little flat black just so they won't rust. But greatest weld job, but not the worst. Just remember on this stuff, especially with this light material on here, just to start on the heavy stuff and just kind of pull it over to the little stuff. But that one welded up, and then that one there. So that's it. Everything's fitting okay. I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know if I'll do more today, but I'd like to get it in the truck, but I don't know how much time I got left. So we may just wrap it up here. So you guys take care.